Alright guys, this is going to be like my sixth time trying to record this, but welcome to my embroidery room tour in 360 degrees. That means essentially you can turn the camera, whether you're on your phone, you can turn your phone around, or you can use your mouse and click around. We got the shop dog. Hello, Duke. Hi. How are you doing? But yeah, basically this is where I do all my embroidery work. I figured I wanted to do a tour for a while, but it always just came out kind of weird. So hopefully with this camera you can see kind of my setup and get some inspiration or some ideas or just for entertainment, I guess. But with that being said, essentially we have my embroidery machines over here. The one I started out with was my Melco Bravo. This thing is a workhorse, and I think right now they still have the deal where it's 0% financing for 60 days, 60 months. Um, and I mean, that's crazy. That's free money, essentially. Payments end up being about maybe like $200 a month or something like that, around there. But reach out to Melco if you're interested. I think that's a great way to get into the industry to get started. I did start with a single needle embroidery machine, the Brother PE 800, but quickly realized I needed a little bit more than that. So, yeah, would definitely recommend Bravo for sure. The Melco is amazing as well. My most recent purchase is the EMT 16X, and this thing definitely is a step up. But with that being said, you can do maybe like 90% of the jobs on the Bravo that you can do on the EMT 16X. You just get a little bit more workspace and you can do a lot more with the EMT 16X. So these two run on a different OS system. This is the Bravo OS. I have a separate computer mounted on the wall for this one, and the EMT 16X is run on the laptop that I have on this stand here. In the middle, I have my air compressor. It's one of those super quiet air compressors. That way, I don't have to buy those canned air to clean out dust, threads, whatever. It saves me money in the long run. And then let's see what else. I keep a trash can next to my embroidery machines because I used to cut the thread and then throw it on the floor, and then I'd have to clean it up. It's kind of messy. So now I just toss it in there whenever I'm done. So it's super nice and simple. If you guys pan over to this direction, I have my thread wall as well as my hoops hung up on these pegboards. I think they're 2x4s, or yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 2x4s that I got at Home Depot, and just mounted them up. They're super nice and simple. Keep everything color coordinated, so I know if I'm missing a certain color or anything like that, I can quickly tell. Or if I'm trying to send a customer a color, I can send them a photo and they can circle which one or point out which one they want. I do have all my polyester threads on this side, and then over here is my specialty threads, whether that's like a matte color, metallic, glow in the dark, glitter, whatever. I keep them on this side just to keep them separated. For the most part, I have a ton of 60 um, 40 weight thread. They're from Thread from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. It's a great starter kit. You get these fat 5,000 meter rolls of embroidery thread, and there's about 60 of them. And when I bought them, I think it was like 120, 140. I don't know what the price is now, but if you are getting started, it'll get you basically every color you'll need. However, I'm at a point where I'm starting to phase those out, and I'm switching them out with Madeira wherever I can. Whenever I run out of a color, I'll just switch it with Madeira. That is just something, a personal preference. Some people like isocord, some people prefer whatever. The Red, like I said, is fairly cheap for what it is, and it works amazingly. I just like having the options that Madeira has and their color cards and everything. It's just a lot more seamless in my opinion. With the hoops, I have everything laid out so I can easily, again, see where everything is and what hoop to grab, whatever. It just makes it a lot easier for me. The main ones I use are the 5.5, but I do have different sizes that I've bought for different projects over the course of my embroidery business. So yeah, that's everything I have on the wall. Down here, I kind of keep everything stored. These are for the hat hoops, just different miscellaneous things that are machine related, as well as some pen, papers, needles, everything organized over there as well. That's just to keep everything on this side. This is where I do most of my work. Next to us, if we look down, are the tables. This is my workstation where I have two nice tables. One's on wheels, one's stationary. I just leave my projects out, whether I'm receiving an order, I can put the order on one side while I'm working on another on the other table. Otherwise, this is just kind of open space, whatever I need, to lay flat, lay out. I do record most of my videos on these tables as well, so that is what I use those for. If you guys flip around to this side of the room, I have most of my consumables on this rack here. The top isn't really consumables. These are just like messed up garments or something that I'm going to cut into rags down the road. The second tier, this is for just hoops, stuff I don't use too often, but I need. So like my heat gun, my iron. I have an 8-in-1 hooping kit. I never really use it, but when you have to do those weird projects, sometimes it comes in handy. Underneath, I have all my bulk stabilizer, and underneath that, I have it all sorted out so I can quickly grab whatever. Most of it's just cut away. I do have some tearaway, some poly mesh as well, but it's just organized so I can quickly, like I said, grab whatever I need. I know what I'm looking at, and then I can restock them when I get low. Also, I do have my cap stabilizer over here, black, white, and some long ones for full embroidery pieces. Let's see, underneath I have my foam, my twill, glue, Velcro, whatever else I need. Most of my foam is on this table. I'm going to be doing a comparison video of embroidery foam versus craft foam, as well as a bunch of different suppliers that I've purchased from, just to see if it matters, and if it does, who's the best, who's the worst. If it doesn't, save some money, get some craft foam, something like that. But that'll be an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Towards the bottom, I have just excess fabric, excess stabilizer. Back when I used to buy it in rolls instead of pre-cut, I figure I can hold on to it. If I need it, I can use it eventually. And then at the bottom, I have my laser from one of my most recent videos. So, in the corner here, I have this little bookshelf that just kind of fits there perfectly. It's going to be all my like maintenance tools, hammers, tapes, pliers, glue, whatever, as well as packing stuff. I have poly mailers, a couple different sizes, and a couple clear poly mailers for packaging shirts before I put them into bags. On the top, I have a couple hats. Those are all like messed up pieces, same as like messed up shirts over here. I just keep them just because I don't know what to use with them. Maybe I might be able to use them down the road or something like that. I don't want to toss them. I feel like that's a waste, but I figure I'll hold on to them for now. In the middle over here on this side, I keep my Mighty Hoop system. This is the Mighty Hoop Station and the Freestyle Station. Again, I praise Mighty Hoop. They have a product that saves a bunch of time. In the end, if you save time, you're saving money as well. So it is a little costly. I think it's like $5.50 for the Mighty Hoop Station, but you get a 5.5 hoop. And like I said, over time it will quickly pay for itself. I would definitely recommend it if you are on the fence about it. Underneath, I have my printer for printing orders, as well as just a bunch of blanks. These are just extra from jobs where I wasn't sure about the job, so I ordered an extra blank. I never ended up returning them, so I'm sitting on them for now. I might, at the end of the year, donate them, try and sell them. I don't know, but for the time being, they're just sitting there. And I do have them inventoried, so if somebody's asking for like a gray sweatshirt, I'll be able to quickly be like, hey, I have a small, will that work? That's always nice to have. Last thing in the far corner, these are my hats. These are my items that I have ready to embroider. I'm holding a couple of hats for my customers, as well as my own hat stock in the middle as well. On the bottom, I have a couple towels. I haven't really touched too much, but towel embroidery, those are always nice upsells, or gifts or something like that. You can always have included as well. I do have a mannequin, so if I'm doing like jackets or something, I want to display the product to my customer. Before I take a picture, I can throw it on the mannequin, and it just gives them a better visual of how the end product looks. So, with that being said, I think I covered everything. Hopefully, hopefully this is a fun way to kind of explore my embroidery room. I did want to do like I said, a tour like this. So if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Otherwise, hopefully you found this entertaining. Maybe you learned something, got some inspiration or something. That's the best. That's the most I can hope for. So, at the end of the day, I hope you guys have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.